Hello, my lovelies. I haven't put my kettle on yet. I'm still calm. Beside the point, I started working on this and I thought, camera. So I've gone so far. I've just put some little bits of scraps of stickers from this little book and I had them, so I put them there. I've used for the very first time, Keep Calm and Put the Kettle On stamp. It was sent to me by Irene, Crafty Rena, for decades ago. I can't remember. But this little book is, the cover is paper bag. The inside is scrap paper that I had left over. So now I'm going to put a cover on it and turn it into something pretty on the inside as well as the outside. Little piece of handmade or homemade washi tape to cover the spine, because what I plan to put on there isn't going to wrap around the book very well. So a little bit of washi will work wonders. Cut this little bit off and discard it straight away. Or put it in there as a banner. Yeah, that works, eh? All right. Now, Keep Calm is a little bit bigger than the book. I think I need to trim that down. I have managed to put stuff all over my desk again. I can never seem to keep a tidy table for longer than a day. It's just the way I'm built, I guess. Yes, that's good. I'll leave the top and the bottom, but I will trim off this little side here because that's going to annoy me because it is not the same. It wasn't very straight either. It was quite crooked. So when I folded it, I must have got it wrong. Lovely. Okay, double-sided tape will work well for this. Bring out my big one. I could have used the wider tape, but that's a little bit cumbersome when you're doing something small like this. So this little book will go inside a journal, which has not yet been created. I've started, but it's quite a hefty chore when you've got to cut so many pages. I'm using a coffee box and it's quite a deep spine. So it's going to be a fairly good size journal, but I have to be careful not to gator mouth it before I start embellishing. Otherwise, it's going to just go out like that and it'll look ugly. And we don't want ugly in our craft rooms, do we? No, we don't. We want pretties. Well, look at me go. I'm using nails instead of the quick stick for a change. It'll come back into play, never fear. Don't stress. All will turn out right in the end. Now if I go a little bit over the edge, it's not going to matter because I can trim it. But I want it covered. I don't want to see, oh heck, I hope I get the stamp on there in the right place. Yep, just. I didn't think about that. Yeah, we'll have you off there, I think. Thank you very much, Lee. And I looked down at that paper as I put it down. I thought, oh, we've got more flag or another flag in there that I can do and put inside the book, which I will do without further ado. If I can get it up off the mat neatly. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I'm such a clever person sometimes. And I march to the beat of my own drum as well. Get rid of the sticky bits. And we can put this on the inside of the back page maybe. Okay. See, waste not, want not. Okay, keep calm. I'll put the kettle on. Now I have another piece of the same paper which I can put on the back. Cool, cool. Excellent even. Do a quick overcut here. Doesn't need to be straight or anything like that. Alright, I think I might put the tape on there. That might work a bit better, I think. Rather than trying to juggle sticky paper. I'll juggle a sticky book instead. That works for me. It does, honest, it works. You might not think so, but you know. If it works for me, it works for me, and that's good. Okay. A little bit there. And another little bit over here. Snippety snip. Good stuff. I haven't gotten past thinking about the cover and tags to go in it. We're going to have to work on some pretty papers on the inside. Apart from the already pretty papers that are in there, but they're all the one sort. So I want to have a variety in this little book. Now, just carefully looking here. Maybe this wasn't such a clever idea after all. Oh, there we go. Okay, trim this off and then that will be it for this video. I will come back and add a little more to it later on. So thank you very, very much for coming here to watch this very quick part. And as I said, I will tack on other parts to it as I'm going along. So take care, lovelies. I'll see you in a minute. Hello, my lovelies. I'm back with another little bit on this. I've done a lot more work off the camera. I'm sorry I didn't bring you along with me, but it's just life gets in the way, I say occasionally. So I've added lots of little things in here. I put a little tag in there with some words on it. One of my little floral stamps, a little piece of washi. Two more little of my homemade traced tags with some sticker letters on them. Sticker letters here, and I've used the brown paper to put on the back of that beautiful sticker there. I made a little envelope using some of the paper that I had left over from doing the backgrounds here. I had this tiny little scrap left over, so I thought, why not, while I'm here, while I'm at it, I would make the little envelope. And I've used a couple of the tickets that I showed you once before. It doesn't want to go in. It's getting stuck on the one in behind it. Okay, that's it. And one of the little tags I hand wrote, "You are awesome," with a couple of little love hearts down the bottom. I just thought it wanted something different on there. There we go. Now you're all in there. Okay, some of my stamped words. Now this was a piece of work that I did for Junk Journal Lounge Tips, Tutorials and Trades. I think I got it right this time. And it's woven paper using, once again, a scrap of this. A little piece of washi tape, some buttons, a little piece of burlap. Here in Australia we call it, oh heck, I've forgotten what it is now. Oh, isn't that terrible? It's burlap anyway. And the 3 little tags in there with the initials of my children and my husband. Oh, that's pocket. Hugs, and I ran out of S's, so I put a Z in there. And this one says love. I know it's upside down for you, I'm sorry. There you go, okay? It was upside down for me too, so all's fair in love and hugs. And I thought this gorgeous little fairy could sit on that page there. Everything starts with a dream, which brings in that. And then there's the back of the book. So for all intent purposes, this one is finished. I may add more to it later on, but for the moment, until it finds a home, I'm going to leave it as it is. Oh, I should have gone around one more time. There we go. It will stay in place, I'm hoping. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to come undone. All right, now after I did this, I started on another little journal. This is by no means finished either, but I'm just going to show you the bones. This is a piece of basil stock, and these are cardstocks, lace and lace. Turn that over. We've skipped a page. Oh, it's because it glued itself down to the lace, or the lace glued itself. Yeah, that's what it is. Little tacky piece of glue there. Now, before I assembled this, the pages were approximately 6 by 6, 5.5 by 7, somewhere around that area. But I went ahead, and before I assembled it, I painted the pages, or some of them. Well, all of the pages, but I didn't do it back and back, or back to back. I just did one side. So let's just go through, and you can have a look and see what I've done so far with my paintbrush. I've got, there was a white, yellow, green, and orange. And then I got my little, now do I have one here? No, I don't have it. But the little memento inks that are shaped like a teardrop. I used the top of one of those to make the shape. So I thought that was something just a little bit different. Then this one was just blue and white on the brown paper. And this one was green, yellow, and a little bit of white with, believe it or not, I took the top of my Alien's tacky and I used that to make the shape. I'll push that back on, that's right. And I already had this particular tag sitting on my desk. I hadn't done the weaving or the backing on it, so I thought, okay, well, I can use that. It's already here, so it already had the stamp just because on it. So I did a little bit of extra weaving to bring in the greens and the brown of the paper, and I put it into this little piece of scrap paper that I had, which is now a pocket. This was pretty. It was just the aqua and white. And I made a little envelope there, which I put a tiny bit piece of paper in. There's nothing on it. It's pretty on one side and journaling proof on the other. Or journaling capable. This is the middle. You can still see the bag symbol under there, but at least the green, the deep green, this color, is camouflaged now. So you can only just see it, which is great. For some reason, my ink pooled here, and when I went to scrape it away and move it over here, it took some of the thing right back to paper. So I left it like that. It's kind of unique, but it might get covered up with something else, who knows. And this is the back. So what I'm going to do now, not with you, but I will do it later, is put some more lace on the edges. I want this one to be lacy and pretty and gorgeous. And, you know, I've got one of these little things here, an applique. This isn't the one I'll use because the color isn't appropriate, because there's nothing pink in this journal. But I know I've got some other appliques around somewhere, even if they're just little flower medallions. And I want to use them because I was watching Amity Bloom and she said, you know, she was tired of hoarding all her pretties. It was time to use it. And I thought, yeah, me too. So watch out for that in the future. There's lots of this sort of stuff coming up. All right, now for now, that's it. I now have to disassemble my table here and tidy it up because I have a housing inspection and I've got other people coming in this week. So today is my cleanup day. So I will love and leave you. Catch up with you next video. Stay safe and enjoy the season. Bye-bye now.